Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, we're going to play some Golgari Crime. So the idea of this deck is, well, in Golgari, we like to interact with our opponent by removing their stuff or hitting their graveyard. What's better than getting a land out of that whenever we do so? So that's why Freestrider Lookout is the idea of this deck. So we're gonna use Freestrider Lookout to get lands from our deck into play, and every time we get a land into play, we also want to be able to deal damage with an Iridescent Vinelasher. So that's the very simple combo that exists in this deck. Outside of that, we also have the Beanstalk with the Overlord combo, which can draw us a bunch of cards as long as we have high CMC spells. Now, high CMC spells that we put into the deck, obviously, along with Overlord, I also slotted in one Deadly Cover-Up, one Vivian to help us search for creatures, or if our opponent does not interact with Vivian enough, we get an overrun effect at the -8. We have one Nissa that can also have that overrun effect at the -7, and we can just get it right away as soon as we're able to card cast her for 7. And then we also have two Goldvein Hydras. Goldvein Hydra is not a high CMC spell per se, but it has X. And the way Magic works now is that if you pay more than 4 or more into X, that counts as 5 mana value when played for up to Beanstalk. So that's the whole idea of this deck. Now let's talk about the deck list. In the early game, we definitely want some interactions against our opponent. So we're going to have 2 Cut Down for removing early game creatures, 3 Duress. And Cut Down and Duress are comboed very well with the Lookout because on turn 4, we can play a Lookout and either Duress them or cut down one of their creatures and immediately ramp us. So those are our plays for turn 1 or 4. We also have 4 Iridescent Vinelasher. This is a 1 mana play that can also be a 3 mana play with Offspring. And we saw how good Offspring is with the stupid mouse. Just imagine this in a Vinelasher dealing damage. It's just as good. Sometimes I would say even better because it's more fun. It's not dumb. Alright, and we also have the Goldvein Hydra is not a 2 cast. So I'm going to put that over here. It's at least not a 1 cast. It's at least a 3 cast. We want to get 2 treasures out of that sometimes. And then we have a two Ghost Vacuums to fight graveyard decks, but more importantly, every time we target card from your opponent's graveyard, that is a crime. So then we have on the 2 drops, we have 2 Anoint with Affliction, 2 Go for the Throw, and 1 Shieldred's Edict, 2 Terra Thunder for a slew of removal. This will help us remove basically anything we want in the current standard. We also have 4 up to Beanstalk 2 drops that draws us cards. This you must have 4 off in the deck. Then going to 3 drop, we have 4 Freestrider Lookout, and if you have nothing else to do, 3 drop, you could drop a 2/2 Goldvein Hydra, and at least you get 2 treasure when it dies. The thing I learned about Goldvein Hydra is that against most decks, you either want to run it out early just to get that treasure right away, or you want to hold on to it and use it as just 1 burst damage. It's never a big creature with a lot of treasures, because usually your opponent can, Anoint with Affliction, Temporary Lockdown. They can exile the Goldvein Hydra very easily. So don't hang on to it thinking you'll get treasure. Most likely you won't. Then there's no 4 mana play. We go to the 5 mana, and we have Deadly Cover-Up, a board wipe, 3 mana play. That's also a 5 mana play for Overlord of the Hauntwood. This obviously can also be played on turn 3 for the impending cost. We have 1 Vivian and 1 Nissa. Nissa, even though it's a 7 mana, you can actually play it for just 5 mana using the Phyrexian ability, and then it'll come in with 3 loyalties. Nissa's pretty good at just popping artifact enchantments anyways, and I think in the current standard, that is a must-have. There's so many artifact enchantments. They got Caretaker's Talent, you got Unholy Annex. You have to be able to fight artifacts and enchantments. Then the land base. We got 25 lands in this deck, 4 swamps, 5 forests, and then 4 Blooming Marsh, 4 Restless Cottage, 4 Underground Mortuary, and 4 Fabled Passage to double trigger the Vinelasher. That's the whole idea of the deck. I think it's pretty simple. Now let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is Persisto 8. He is Persisto. Persisto goes first. I'm gonna stop talking like this. I don't know what I don't want to not have a turn 2 play, but I do want to turn 1 Duress. I guess Fabled Passage is something that I don't have to throw out, so I'm gonna keep and let's consider what's going on. Are they aggro, or will we have time? It seems like we might have time. So, I'm gonna do this. Because I don't know if I wanted Freestrider right out turn 4 anyways. Maybe I just Overlord? Or turn 3 anyways? Maybe I just Overlord? Yeah, let's help. Oh, Jesus. Alright, so this is the game. This is the game that we're gonna be had. Punishment for me playing that deck, huh? Fair. Ooh. Well. Well, well, well. Got him. He's gonna have a lot of mills, so I don't know if I can necessarily say I got him already. Also, it's gonna be a struggle for me to get rid of his entire graveyard. Cleric. Alright, do I duress him or do I just start vacuuming? I think... Well... I mean, I have... Oh, I should have got a forest. Why did I get a... You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's part of the plan. Let's set out the vacuum. Start vacuuming his stuff. Next turn I can trigger the crime with the Freestrider Lookout. Should have gotten a forest. For some reason I forgot that I need 2 green for the Overlord. Was not thinking smartly. This deck is real good. I don't necessarily agree with the Verge or the Shadowy Backstreets. The way I played this deck was all ping lands. Because there's a lot of life gain. Gnawing Vermin. Enters mill 2. He mills 2. Alright, he mills raise the pass. He's gonna attack for 2. I have to take that. Let's take out the duel. And we'll also anoint this cleric. We are doing a lot of things, huh? If he reanimates right now, he just gets a Star-Shaped Cleric back. So I don't think he cares too much about that. Don't have time to duress, so look how it is. I don't think he wants to reanimate yet, which gives me an extra turn. Dude, that's not how the game goes. Alright, let's get a cottage now. Okay, GG. It's a good deck, but you gotta learn how to play it. Persisto 8. Come back with your Persisto 9. Alright, our opponent is Jaco Boca J. It's a long name, but we're gonna go first. I'll still take it. So this is going to come in play tap anyways. Might as well play it. This might be untap if I draw another land. So start with a cottage. Alright, this again. Interland Sanctifier. Unfortunately, these are all going to come into play tap, so I can't actually Overlord. Wow, okay. Pure life gain deck. I was not expecting that. Please untap land. Thank you. Okay, all 4 Fabled Passage in hand. We definitely can thin out our deck. Room Lurker Bat. Splitting off 2 lands. Healer Hawk. Playing off 2 lands. Yeah. He did a little bit of damage. Not gonna lie, those are a little bit of damage. Let's get... I have a swamp, right? Let's get a forest. And honestly, I don't think it matters, but... Here you go. Draw me a card, please. Well, the Vinelasher with the Fabled Passage will do its job. Jokoboka. Jakoboka. He's playing off 2 lands. Oh, okay, that's... Yeah, I guess GG. Wasn't really much of a game. Alright, our opponent is Panthers fan. Is that a football thing? I don't actually know what sport Panther is. We go first. Okay. I like going first. I like this hand. Okay. Transformers. Robots in disguise. You know, when I was little, I always thought it was robot in disguise. Like in the flying in the sky. But it's in disguise. Duress is Prairie. That's interesting. Alright, let's get a black. We get 2 black, 2 green this way. Blooming Marsh. Up them Beanstalk. Let's see if this gets us anywhere. No place for 2 turns. Green, white. I wonder what's going on. Is there a get lost? Well, so far no get lost, but we got 3 restless cottages, so that's nice. Sentinel. Alright. I mean, okay, the cottage is coming down regardless, and I guess we duress him. What do you have? What deck you're running? Okay. I guess that's the deck you're running. I'll probably just take this 3. Get some map token, right? Sacrifice a non-token creature. He mapped first, so now stop him from getting his land. No, he had to land anyways. So that part didn't matter. Also, he didn't play this because he doesn't have blue. Yeah, his whole deck is blue. I see a bunch of white mana. What's going on there, buddy? Another Beanstalk. Let's Vinelash. Offspring the Vinelash. Take 2. Oh, I have his lands, but you know, the Deadly Cover will draw me 2 cards. Okay. Maybe we're Mortuary, try to fix our next draw before we attack. Or just quit. That's fair. Another game where nothing happens. Alright, our opponent is DG. Sure. We get our Terra Thunder, so 100% no enchantment in our opponent's deck. I don't even know why I kept that hand, it's not that good. Let's see if I need to rage quit right away. No, there's a Liliana. Okay. Hopeless Nightmare. What do we drop? Probably the cover up. Yeah, it feels bad in another discard deck that hits its stride exactly on point. Now we gotta get a forest. One turn off, huh? I need the card draw, so I think I have to do this. 2 Overlords. X-Mage. Level 2. Alright, the Roundmouth Viper is gonna come soon. Hopefully not too soon. Oh, he's doing it right now. painful, but I'll survive. 2, 3, 4. I need 4 mana to fight the Viper. Then I can't do anything else. What are the odds he has no removal? Probably 0. Yeah, we gotta do it right now. I mean, I don't have to do it right now, right? Leyline of the Void. Oh, so it's an interesting card to put in your deck. Does turn on my Goldvein Hydra. Man, everything is just coming off Lenny. Nothing's ever coming off Carl. Or was it the other way around? It's been a long day. I feel like I say that every time I play Magic. But it really has been long days every game. Alright, they don't kill the Overlord, that's something. Those 2 cards are not lands in his hands. So let's find out what they are. Let's get a Mortuary. Yeah, I don't want that. Hopeless Nightmare gone. Attack for 6. Get another Overlord. Maybe he places Viper here. I'll be very happy if he places Viper here. What does it do? I guess I'll read it here. Lose 4 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent of their choice or discard a card. Aha! GG. Yeah, we got it. We got there anyways. Stupid discard deck. Alright, our opponent is Chamao. Chamango. Opponent goes first. I mean... maybe? Oh boy. So, Duress does not really hit this deck because he wants stuff in the graveyard. Do I Duress him anyways though? I guess so. Yeah, beat down. Beat down Scarab. Alright, 2 sorceries. Fear. Discards a card and draw a card. He doesn't want his Paw Patch Recruit. Interesting. Three, not 4. Seed of Hope. There's 4. Now we gotta do this. That's gonna attack us anyways, right? So, go for the throw can't actually hit the patchwork. He tried real hard to get Delirium. Do I just play the Vinelasher here? No. Right, because I want to hold up the Tear. And he's just going to keep tossing things into his graveyard. Scry. That's weird. Why is not the Surveil land? Another Fear? I'm definitely fearful of another Fear. Can't let Fear kind of overwhelm me, so gotta get rid of that. Let's get a Forest. Go for the throw. Can't hit the Patchwork. So maybe we have to Overlord here. Do we? Or do we Vinelasher? No, I need the mana. I'm gonna return this land. He doesn't. Alright, that's not too bad, right? I think we can tank a little bit more damage. So... do we Goldvein for a 4-4? But this is only a 3-3, right? Do we Goldvein for a 3-3? Doesn't really get much card draw out of this deck. So... let's do the Vinelasher thing first. Do a little chump. This is just damage. I don't think so. I need card draws. Unfortunately, I'm not getting it. I mean, our opponent's not getting card draws either, but their deck is putting out the pressure. That's weird. He's sending a 1-1 into a 1-2. What was the plan of that? Okay. Make it a 4-4, you say. The Goldvein Hydra is a 4-4, right? And this is about to be a 6-5, so I'm okay with that. If I exalt the enchantments, it's got creature, instant, sorceries, and lands. So I can't exalt all of those. Oh, he wants to trade? No way, it's just a trade, right? There's a pump. Monsters Rage. That's the plan. Okay, we're down to 8, but we got a lot of treasures, so I'll take it. Does he have a fling spell? He didn't use a fling. Oh, let's attack first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, exactly 6. What do I actually want to get rid of? What am I scared of in that deck? The beatdown. Choose our creature you control. Not afraid of that. Breakout. Probably Breakout. Right? Breakout is basically a card draw for them. I don't want to see that. Alright, and then we'll get a Ghost Vacuum out underneath a treasure. And we'll get out that way. I think this will do. Pretty good top deck. But not gonna do it. GG. 17-8, still quit. Alright, our opponent is Lamfu? I don't know, Lampu with an F. They go first. We have a good hand, but our opponent's going first, so good hands don't matter. I mean, I don't know how many games I've played through today. where our opponent goes first. Enough where I'm salty. So I played a game of Magic, basically. 2 mountains, nothing. Oh, that's new. Let's find out what kind of 2 mountains, nothing kind of game we're playing against. Does the lightning strike my face? Throw. Are we playing against Big Red? Big Red, huh? Very interesting. Alright, I don't want to get caught turn 4, so let's see if we can make him discard it. There is a cough. There's a lot of burn spells, and then there's a Chandra. Do we let him Koth us? We can tear Koth of Thunder. No, we cannot. It's gonna take 2 turns for that to happen. Vinelasher kind of just dies to the Slackstorm, but 2 Vinelashers. I'll be greedy and keep. Would he just kill one of my Vinelasher? He might, right? Let's solve the vacuum, complete our mana base. He only has 3 lands, unless he draws the 4th here. Feels like he did. Yeah, drew the 4th land. Opponent does not need help drawing cards. We need a lot of help. Let's start exiling his graveyard. Vinelasher. Would you like to burn any of these off? Now is an opportune time, but I don't think throwing lightning strikes on my creatures are really the way to go. I guess he can, work his way up to Chandra. He just draws a land every turn. He gets Chandra in 2 turns. Yeah, exactly. Who needs help when you can just BS your way out like this? Alright, if I play a Vinelasher here, it will just get hit by the Slackstorm. So, maybe let's not do that. Also forgot to use the Ghost Vacuum. Wow. Now I kind of want him to use the Slackstorm, right? I think we'll be fine. If he used the Slackstorm on the Lookout with the 1/1, then we deploy the other Vinelasher. Nothing. He didn't draw a land. Oh boy. Okay, so we Lookout. Crime him. Crime him right away. So I'm going to get a land regardless, but he can kill the 1/1 so that he doesn't take damage. He chooses damage. Alright, he chose the damage. Then we attack. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Not exactly 5. So I want to draw a card. Right? Oh, he can Chandra me next turn. Well, I can't really fight Chandra anyway, so let's just draw that card. Another Vinelasher. Oh boy. Pretty sure the Slag Storm's coming. But it means no Chandra. If he plays Chandra and kills both my creatures, I can kill his Chandra.
I will burn Phyrexia to ash.
Just gotta do the... No, gonna do the plus?
Here.
That's greedy. I guess you can double Lightning Strike something.
Ooh, it's gonna get scorching hot.
Alright. So now we tear Chandra. A Thunder.
No, no, this isn't happening.
And then we deploy one Vinelasher. We'll put a third one out. Okay, number 4. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. I should be able... Oh, no, it costs 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I need one more mana to double Cottage. And that's hard. Yep.
Time to light
Just
up the darkness.
back-to-back Chandras. He's also gonna get a Burst Lightning on us. It's gonna be difficult to fight through that Chandra, huh?
Come on, Chandra. Think on your feet.
Throw. You can't use the throw yet. Duress. So if I Duress him right here, he'll have to play it. Huh. That's weird, he didn't do it. Okay. He's got 1 mana. He's got 1 Chandra. Can we do this? 6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, cannot. 1, 2, 3. I can still attack with a Cottage, but then the Slag Storm will just get everything. So... Alright, this much is definitely happening. Exile. Slag Storm? I don't know. Don't know which exile here would matter.
Big mistake.
You can't minus. You only plus, +1 or +2. And I only have 1 Vinelasher.
There's never a bad time to improvise.
Those cards are okay, but I'm pretty sure I can... No, actually, it might be difficult to dress this Cottage, the Chandra down, next turn. Especially with all these damage spells. 1. Okay, so there's 4 here. There's 4 here. I can double Restless Cottage. Yeah. Should be able to get the Chandra if I double Restless Cottage. Because he has to get rid of this for Thrill. Alright. Just gonna draw
No turning back now.
4 cards. That's pretty good. What did he discard there? Treasure Map. Well, now he doesn't get any double spells. He's gonna pop his Blast Zone? That's just the Vinelasher. Oh, and my Vacuum. Okay, I guess that makes sense. He's trying to pop my Vacuum. Well, on my way out. Sure, and how do you expect to fight the Overlord? The Overlords! So he can double cast a Lightning Strike. If I Vinelasher, it's one land is not a lot of damage. 1, 2, 3. We'll deal that 1 damage anyways. Two mana cannot deal 8 damage, right? Let's go for it this way. Don't think his graveyard matters, but I'm gonna try. What kind of 2 mana play does he have? Lightning Strike on the Overlord? So it's just a double Lightning Strike on the Overlord. But I did also create a creature, or create a land. I guess 1 could have gone there, because he would have... He would have killed my Overlord anyways, right? Otherwise he wouldn't be able to get through... Well, he would have gotten lethal, that's what I meant to say. I've drawn 22 cards, 1 Beanstalk, and really not much value. Ha's gonna fight the Overlord, maybe?
Stopping Phyrexia is all that matters. Catch this!
Koth fights the Overlord. Yeah, these aren't anything, so. Does he protect Koth, or does he try to not take 8 damage on his face? I suppose he can protect Koth, right? He's torching. He's gonna torch again. Slackstorm is not an instant. A braid. Okay. So we kill Koth. This is what I get for not putting Fountain Force in the deck.
The war rages on.
Is that 5? I get another Overlord? Yep. These Overlords are going to trickle in 1 at a time. GG. Big Red. I gotta give it up to him for trying Big Red, but yeah, no way. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen these crimey games, how did this deck feel? I have to say, I had a good run in the beginning, and then I started meeting a bunch of Caretaker Talon decks that I could never draw my Terra Thunder to kind of fight back with, or draw my Vivian or my Nissa, and then I just kind of get blown out because they draw like 6 or 7 cards a turn just on the back of 3 Caretaker's Talon. So yeah, that's not fun, and that's definitely something that I think I would fine-tune this deck against. Overall, though, I think it's a pretty fun deck. It's pretty strong. Not top of the top tier like I've been playing the past few days, but definitely up there that can, throw its own sort of put up its own fight in the ring, for a lack of a better term. Now let's talk about some of the cuts and changes I would make. Right now, the 1-drops, I don't think I would change too much, but the 2-drops, I definitely want to change a little bit. I think Sheoldred's Edict can go. I want to have 3 to 4 Tear of Thunder, so maybe I'll even cut 1 Anoint. That I'm not sure yet, but I want to have 3 to 4 Tear of Thunder, just because all these enchantments, you gotta fight them as soon as they come in, otherwise your deck's not doing anything and floundering. And that makes me feel bad, but I'm not really quite sure what to do here. I definitely want to switch those out a little bit. Maybe I'll even cut the Goldvein Hydras. Goldvein Hydras are good, but I never really had a game where Goldvein Hydra won me the game. So it is a case several times where I feel like I play it, it gets exiled, I get no values out of it, and it's just a puny little Hydra, right? It doesn't even split itself. So that's kind of the problem I have with this card. It seems good on paper, but it never actually hits off. Freestrider Lookout, though, fantastic card. I wouldn't cut any of these cards. I wouldn't cut. Maybe I would even add another Deadly Cover-Up. So that's the whole idea, right? The only thing that I would cut is maybe Sheoldred's Edict, definitely the 2 Goldvein Hydras, and then maybe one of the Anoint. And I want to have 3 to 4 Terra Thunder and 2 Deadly Cover-Ups. That way, it's slightly more control-y, but it is a control with a definite finisher. The definite finisher is the Vinelasher. Every time we play a land, we saw how much we can ping our opponent down with just playing lands, and that's all this deck needs to do for the win. And so, yeah, another thing that maybe you can justify cutting is Vivien Reid. Vivien is good, but I honestly think a lot of times I'm looking to Vivien as an artifact or enchantment removal, also a creature with flying removal, and if that's the case, I could have just played Paw Patch Formation, and for 2 mana, it would do the same thing. I think Vivien can be replaced by another Nissa, because Nissa is not a singular artifact or enchantment removal like Vivien is, right? Vivien's 5 minus 3, so after doing it once, it goes down to 2, and that's not fun. But Nissa, even if you play it with the Phyrexia mana, it's 3, minus 1, you go down to 2, but you can do it 2 more times, so you can keep popping artifacts and enchantments if you need to. And I feel like that is relevant in the current metagame. And that's really all I have for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.